Hey folks, welcome to high-low method example. Okay, we're going to pretend that we are working on a mixed cost for utility usage in a hotel in Leadville, Colorado. If you don't know where that is, it's like 10,000 feet up in the high mountains in Colorado. Quaint little town you should go visit sometime. Supposedly dust mites don't live there. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard. Okay, so when we're doing the high-low method, what we're doing is we're separating mixed cost into fixed and variable components. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your data. So I just kind of made up a year's worth of utility cost. I have no idea if they're even close to correct, okay? I just made them up. So step one is you look through the data and you identify the high and low volume of activity, not high and low dollars. Okay? So if you look through, you can pause the video, figure out which ones are high and low, and then come back if you want. So the high activity is January with $10,000 and 3,000 guests. The low activity is May at $6,000 and 1,000 guests. That's probably because it's mud season up there, and who wants to go play in the mud? I don't. I'd rather go when it's really cold or really warm, either one. Anyway, back to this. Determine the variable cost per guest. So that's the next thing we're going to do. So I'm going to take my high and my low, and I'm going to take the difference between them. And I'm going to do cost, the 10,000 minus 6,000 gives us 4,000. Number of guests, 3,000 minus 1,000 will give us 2. And then if I take the cost per guest, the per is your division symbol, kind of like miles per hour. So cost per guest would be $4,000 divided by 2,000 guests gives us a variable cost of $2 per guest. Okay, that's good. So we've got the variable cost piece of it. So now what we have to do is determine the fixed cost per month. On this one, you can either do the high or you can do the low. You do not have to do both. Okay, I'm going to count it. I'm anal. I want to prove that I'm right, so I'm going to do both of them. Okay, fixed cost plus variable cost equals total cost. I hope that makes sense to you. So for the high, I'm going to plug in my total cost, which was $10,000 up here. I'm going to figure out what my variable cost per guest is. So I had 3,000 guests at $2 per guest. My variable cost is $6,000. So 10 minus 6 gives me a plug figure for my fixed cost of $4,000. Alright, let's see if we get the same thing in the low method to see if we're doing it right or not. So again, I plug in my total cost because it's $6,000. I know that I had 1,000 guests at $2 per guest, which is $2,000 for my variable cost. So total cost minus variable gives me a plug for my fixed. It's the same as the high. I guess I did it right. Okay, the formula for the slope of a line, so there's some math behind all this. So A equals, let's try again. It's Y equals A plus BX, where Y is total cost, A is fixed cost, B is variable cost, and X is the number of units. So if I take it out of a math formula and I put it into something I understand, I'm going to say that total cost equals my fixed cost plus my variable cost times however many units or guests or whatever it is. So if I want to determine the total cost at a variety number of guest levels, I can do some sensitivity analysis on it. So I'm going to take my guests, I'm going to come up with 1,212 guests. How much is my total cost going to be that month? So I can do a little planning. Well, I know my fixed cost is $4,000 per month within my relevant range. My variable cost is $2 times 1,212 guests is $24.24. So add the two together and my total cost is $64.24. If I want to figure out what the total cost, if I have 1,457 guests, it's the 4,000 plus $2 times 1,457 is $29.14 for a total cost of $69.14. So you can do this sensitivity analysis on any level of guests you have. You can do it on any number of different mixed cost. It's really good for planning and budgeting purposes. So it's simple to work. Stay within the step process. Make it a methodical thing that you do. Label your work, whether you're dealing with dollars or units. And then hopefully you'll get it done and it'll be easy for you to do. Okay, I hope you come back for some more cost, volume, profit. We're going to do contribution margin in the next video. Okay, bye-bye.